So we're going to attempt to make a braai pie. Apparently very easily. We're just going to take puff pastry, put it on the grid, fill it with some spinach, and leftovers, whatever's left over the day, last 2 days, put it on, some mushrooms, another layer, and then we'll be done. Let's try it. So that's our rolled out puff pastry. We are now going to chop and dice our ingredients. The reason for the spinach is to keep the moisture out. We're going to do some mushrooms that we're going to just quickly fry. Just also take a bit of moisture out of them because you don't want a soggy pie. And I'm going to do some little crozet, sort of like pumpkin thingies that I'll also just chop and fry just briefly. And then we'll see how it all tastes. Lekker. Is boerlou over and out. Well, as I was saying earlier, I'm just going to fry these up a bit. So we get rid of all the moisture that they're going to let out. We don't want a soggy pie. And while I'm doing this, Bev is chopping up some pork steak we had the other night, some leftovers. She's also going to do some leftover chicken we had from the other night. Then, okay, if you want to know what the wine bottle is doing here, well, Bev drinks it. No, it's just a joke. We actually used it to roll out the dough. To make the dough nice and flat and roll it out a bit so that we can have a nice fat pie. Okay, and then we just fry these up a bit. And then lastly we'll put in some cheese in. We'll layer it. I'll show you the layering process. As you can see, Bev is now layering it with some lekker. It was a Texan steaky, a porky. So just have a quick check and see how our fire is doing. And fire seems to be fine. We'll, I'm sure, manage to be able to cook with it shortly. We'll see out. So that's our first layer complete. We're going to now do our veggies that we've just roasted. Put that on there. Then a layer of our leftover chicken. Then a layer of spinach again. And that will do the trick. Okay, that's it. Second layer done. So now we're just doing some chicken. Which was actually the third layer because the roast veggies is third. And now our chicken, which is going to be our fourth layer. And then our fifth layer is going to be some cheese and then some spinach. Some spinach on top of the cheese. To finish it off. And the cheese is just to melt it lekker together so it binds the whole thing. We can have a nice lekker braai pie. We'll show you the finished result. Okay, as you can see, we finished with the cheese and the chicken. We're now putting our last layer on of spinach. And while Bev's doing that, let's just set the scene for how beautiful it is out there. And you can see there is a seagull in our tent camp. Yeah, there we go. Here at Plettenberg Bay, our neighbours. That's the GWM that we are doing a road test on, and in our tent. Yeah, just a little tent, no caravan, no nothing. The GWM has performed well so far. Okay, and as you can see, Bev's now folded it over. What she's doing now, she's just pinching it closed to stop the moisture from coming out and from the melted cheese and all that. because you want all that nice juices and stuff still staying in there, even though you don't want it too juicy, but you do also want to just keep all the moisture in. And it's also easier just to cut it then, not everything just falls out. And there we go. And all we're going to do now is just flip it over, and then when our braai is ready, we will be ready. Okay, so I think our fire is just about ready. We want quite a low heat to do it on, so we've only put a few little coals there, keeping it a little bit cool. And then yeah, now we'll put on the pie and see what it does. Time to put the pie on the braai. Okay, so pie is in the braai and we'll leave it on there. Not sure exactly how long to cook it for, but when it's brown on the one side, we'll turn it around. See it later. Well, that's the one side of our braai pie done. As you can see, it's nice and brown, it's nice and crispy. Nice and crispy. As you can see, we had to lift the braai a bit because we wanted a low steady heat rather than just a burn. So yeah, doing the other side now and then the pie will be ready. As you can see, I've got it at a bit of funny angle at the moment. The reason for that is I just want to get the edge at the bottom a little bit browner, but it's pretty much ready. As you can see, it's looking nice and toasty, and we'll shortly take it off and cut it and see what it tastes like. Okay, so for the moment of truth, we're going to cut our braai pie. Just taking it off. And Bev will just nicely move it sideways so we can see what the inside looks like. And if you can see that, it's an absolutely delicious braai pie, I'm sure. Don't know if we can have one piece each, by the looks of it is, because that fits perfectly into a plate. So if we don't finish it, we'll have it tomorrow for breakfast. And that is a braai pie, people. Boerlo out.
Now that braai pie was absolutely delicious. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, give us a like, subscribe, and remember, keep exploring.